I didn't come here for fortune or fame, no viral clips or a household name. Just a man with a past too wild to fake, a lifetime of roads that I had to take. From Hong Kong nights to bright skies, from military roots to political fights, I've walked middle space. This is my story, my voice, my fight. Every heartbreak, every moment of light. Not seeking fans, just a place to be, where truth is told and the soul is free. My story's worth it, and I know it's true, so I'm telling it. I've got a mother's love still in my bones, a daughter grown, a son of my own, a sister who stood when others ran, and a world that shaped me, earned and grown along the way. And if someone out there feels the same, then maybe they'll rise when they hear my name. This is my story, my voice, my fight. Every heartbreak, every moment of light. Not seeking fans, just a place to be, where truth is told and the soul is free. My story's telling it here on YouTube. I've got a mother's love still in my bones, a daughter grown, a son of my own, a sister who stood when others ran, and a world that shaped me into a man. I've made mistakes, I've been betrayed, but I've learned and grown along the way. And if someone out there feels the same, then maybe they'll rise when they hear my name. This is my story, my voice, my fight. Burning bright in the face of shame, not chasing fame, need to be free. My story's worth it, and I know it's true, that's why I'm here, right here on YouTube.
He's madder than Mad Jack McMad, the winner of last year's Mr. Madman competition.
Some call it madness, some call it bold. Was never meant to hide, so I share it all with the worldwide final. This is my story, my voice, my flame, burning bright in the face of shame. Not chasing fame, just letting it be. A man with a past and need to be free. My story's worthy, and here on YouTube.
Welcome, one and all. You're watching Matt Taylor TV. I'm your host, Matt Taylor. It's approximately 3 minutes past 8 on Friday, the 14th of November, 2025, or rather, whenever 2025 is. Hope everyone's well. Friday Night Live, this is my story. Well, of course, the breaking news, underweight. It's all systems go, and Chris Eubank doesn't have to hand over £500,000 to Conor Benn for coming in overweight. No, I have to. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Be right on in Brighton. Just a bit of a warning. Please watch at your own risk. Be friendly and mature. We're all adults, and this is a public space. A condition of watching Matt Taylor TV names and cases cannot be mentioned. As always, don't be shy. Jump in and say hi. Take the plunge onto Matt Taylor TV. Be brave, I always say. If you haven't done so already, check out my blogs, which are Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone is dandy. Now, subject of tonight is Freddie Starr. Let me just show you this quickly. Hello everyone, my name is Matt Taylor, broadcasting live from Brighton. And it's about Freddie Starr. This go. The soul must go on. Bear that in mind. This is written by Malcolm Farragut. And it says on the account on the cover, more amazing supernatural experiences and featuring Freddie Starr's messages from beyond the grave. The soul must go on. Of one certain Malcolm Farragut, the author of this book, are absolute proof of Freddie's life after death. And having read this book, I really do buy into that. You know, for me, this is proof of life after death. Allow me just to read the back of the book. Memorable front pages ever, and now he's causing a stir again. And of course, I'm referring to the Sun newspaper front page of Freddie Starr ate my hamster. And that's going to come up again in our conversation soon. So the back of the book reads, Freddie Starr. He was Britain's highest paid entertainer in the 1980s. Drug Valium. The drug caused him to progressively destroy every aspect of his life, and he ended up a recluse in a small townhouse in Spain where he died. With them all, including me, which I again remind you is Malcolm Farragut, the person who wrote this story. Hello, Justin, first in the house. Freddie was innocent, allegedly. Well, part one of this book chronicles his life during our friendship, his complex personality, his hidden stress, making people laugh, and how, when I tried to help him beat the Valium, he exploded in a rage. Part two reveals the astonishing messages Freddie has been sending me since his death via a lady medium. She had no idea in front of her and asked her to pass on a message to me. Many messages have followed. Part three describes the mischievous happenings that Freddie has been conjuring up in my house. Sometimes with my daughter, who died of cancer at age 14. Terribly sad. She is the subject of book one of The Soul Must Go On. Freddie knew her very well. Part four continues the theme from book one with more amazing spiritual experiences that skeptics would say are impossible. Part five is how Vanessa and Freddie are now helping a family in Ireland. Their mum nursed Vanessa in hospital in London 32 years ago when Vanessa was terminally ill. I think Vanessa may be Malcolm Farragut's daughter, who died at 14 of cancer. To me, there is no doubt it all, including, of course, Liverpool legend Freddie Starr. Now, the point is, I'm bringing that up because I was watching Andrew Gold on his Heretics YouTube channel today, and I was listening to a lady who was born in Belgium called Annika Lucas. Annika Lucas, born in Belgium, and she named Freddie Starr as her abuser when she was age 10. Freddie's still working after his death. Wow, I know. Does he get many bookings? Now let me play you this, okay? Because I'm quite shocked. Because there's another hero of mine who turns out to be a paedophile perpetrator. And when I say another paedophile, so another personality, another hero, you may be asking amongst yourself, well, who are you? Well, I'll say it because I am truthful and transparent. Jimmy Savile. Yeah, you heard that right. Jimmy Savile used to be a hero of mine who turned out to be a dirty paedophile predator. The same with, and now, the beloved treasure of British comedy, Freddie Starr. Without any further ado, I want to play you what was said on Andrew Gold's Heretic channel. I do have to warn you beforehand, this is distressing content, disturbing content, and if you are faint in nature, I recommend you do not listen. Don't tell Rob Knob, he loves him, I know. I mean, quite obviously, Jimmy Savile is channeling himself through Robbie. But anyway, over to Andrew Gold's The Heretic, featuring Annika Lucas.
In that week, right before I rebelled, that week when I said there were these satanic activities happening before the 30th of April, which was the following year, so I was just 10 years old then. During that week, perpetrators that I was with in one of these events that was horrific, I could see that he was running away as much as he could mentally from what was happening through his sex addiction that I was then a part of. He was sort of like both victim and, he was rewarded. He became famous. He was Freddie Starr.
Oh, yeah.
Freddie Starr.
Well, he was one of the perpetrators.
Yes.
How did he get involved? So he was sort of part of the Bilderberg then, or he just got...
No, he would not have. In 1973, where there were a lot of celebrities present, and it was my, this week long where people were coming and going, and I was, presented to this group, and there were a lot of singers and celebrities there because I was going to be that as well. So they were being introduced to me as that. And so, and then I was, having sex with all these men, and I was also reporting about their sexual preferences, their weaknesses. That was what I was trained in. So that I was working that whole week. And what I could see with Freddie Starr is that he really didn't want all of this to be like that. Like, I don't think that he was a full believer in this thing. Do as thou wilt, Aleister Crowley, do as thou wilt,
Was that when you were 9 as well, Freddie Starr?
10, yeah, 10. That
Nice.
he was just trying to run away from it all. And then, but he ran through his sex addiction, so that doesn't really work out at all. And so you have this, what I wanted to say is that you had...
I remember there was that line, Freddie Starr ate my hamster. So I don't know I don't remember if it was just the headline.
There was a woman who said that in a fight, he ended up putting a hamster in a sandwich and eating it or something. Some fight that, like the word was then that he's pretty crazy. But there were also several charges from people that were molested or raped by him as minors, which were ultimately thrown out. But there were 3 different ones. And of course, none of them came from me. I never did anything of the sort. But what I wanted to say is that the frenzy in these group experiences, that people were basically encouraging each other to do crazy things, to stimulate everybody. But the horrible things that happen, I didn't feel that necessarily everybody is completely okay with it or opening themselves up to that craziness, but some were. And the more powerful people tended to be more active within that, more brutal.
Now, I don't know about you, but that's bloody shocking. Shocking, I tell you. When I heard Freddie Starr's name mentioned, I was shocked. Does this go to some way explaining his Valium addiction throughout life? She said she was 10. Freddie Starr was born 1943, so that would put him at 30 years old in 1973. So here we have, according to Annika Lucas, a 30-year-old Freddie Starr, a paedophile. Now, of course, we're all familiar with how Freddie Starr ended his life. He ended it a fact-old recluse in Spain. Let's go over to the article and have a butcher's, quite frankly, because I don't know about you, we all are familiar maybe, but this is the first time we have a primary source coming out and claiming to be a victim of Freddie Starr. Here we go. British comic Freddie Starr arrested in Savile abuse case. London. British police arrested comedian Freddie Starr on Thursday as part of an investigation triggered by allegations that the late BBC presenter Jimmy Savile sexually abused hundreds of children, according to media reports. Police said in a statement they had arrested a man in his 60s on suspicion of sex news as Starr, who earlier had what? Over to Reuters. This was published November the 1st, 2012. Over to the comments quickly. Justin says, Freddie fled the country after he was accused, as any innocent man would. Just saying. Your sarcasm has made me giggle. But yeah, very good point. London. I hope you're seeing what I see. British police arrested comedian Freddie Starr on Thursday as part of an investigation triggered by allegations that the late BBC presenter Jimmy reports. Police said in a statement they had arrested a man in his 60s on suspicion of sex offences. The man was identified by Sky News and ITV News as Starr, who earlier had offered to talk to police. The allegations have shaken, now coming forward to report abuse dating back over several decades by Savile, a household name in Britain. Lawyers representing some of the victims have said their clients indicated an organised paedophile ring during the height of Savile's fame in the 1970s and 80s. And that is where, ladies and gentlemen, it always comes back to. And something that hasn't successfully been exposed nor involving celebrities at the BBC, 1970s and 80s. And it doesn't just involve the celebrities, it involves politicians, captains of industry, powerful people. I was going to say not people like you and me, working class, but of course we've had the news today of some teenager, a nursery school teenager, who severely sexually abused the free attention that only the great and powerful are doing this. No, every area of every strata of society is doing this. On Sunday, police arrested glam rock singer and convicted sex offender Gary Glitter, born Paul Gadd. BBC director General George Entwistle and his predecessor Mark Thompson, incoming chief executive officer of the New York Times, have come under heavy criticism for their handling of suspicions about Savile. At a recent parliamentary hearing, Entwistle rejected claims that BBC bosses tried to hide allegations against Savile or suppressed any inquiry by one of their own news programmes. Thompson, who was still Director General in the late 2011 when BBC's Newsnight shelved a report investigating the allegations against Savile, has said the decision to axe the report. The scandal has attracted attention in the United States, where Thompson's appointment as the New York Times has been questioned by senior journalists at the newspaper, who have accused him of involvement in a cover-up to protect the former employer's reputation. Thompson has said he had approached his new employers to explain his role at the BBC and why he had not dealt with such an issue. Despite being a Director General and Editor-in-Chief, has said sex abuse allegations lead to the BBC and other institutions with serious questions to answer. The revelations have shocked fans of the once highly popular Savile, who died last year at the age of, doesn't really touch upon Freddie Starr. Over to Lenny. Hello, Lenny. I'm just talking about Freddie Starr, mate. Have you heard the latest? Have you heard the latest, Lenny? I'll bring you up to speed, right? So here I was, Lenny, watching Andrew Gold's Heretics, listening to this Annika Lucas, Belgium-born, and all of a bloody sudden, she comes out and says Freddie Starr sexually abused her when she was 10 in 1973. That puts Freddie Starr at age 30. So who would have guessed that age 30, Freddie Starr wasn't painting, he was perpetrating. There's a big difference between painting and perpetrating. And also, I'm not trying to belittle this with silly jokes, because this is absolutely fucking serious. Now, did you know that Freddie Starr's son was actually charged with rape himself? Or do you pronounce it grape nowadays? I don't actually know. Over we go. Here we go. You say my sound is shit? You know, thank you for nothing. Anyway, In the doc, comedian Freddie Starr's son appears in court charged with string of sex offences, including RAP. We're not allowed to say that word, are we? Most people say grape. I say RAP. Freddie's son, I only knew he had a daughter. There you go. In fact, the daughter has been talking recently, hasn't she? Her daughter has been speaking, but I didn't actually look into it because I was absolutely not interested, because of what has been alleged by Annika Lucas in conversation with Andrew Gold. But anyway, over to the chat. Matt, are you saying Freddie Starr? Oh, right. Is that the take on Tree? All charges were dropped. Remember, Susanna Reid interviewed him. It was car crash. No, I wasn't familiar with that. Let's see if we can get that Susanna Reid, Freddie Starr. No, I'm not familiar with that interview. We'll have to we'll play that. Only 2 minutes. Thanks, Lenny. We'll deep dive on that, I think. Stop it. Stop. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, you've got the profile up. Matt, your sound quality is max headroom. Having a fit, sort it. No, I can't. There's nothing much I can do about it, really. This is the best you're going to get, mate. Internal microphone. Testing. This is the best you're going to get. Allegedly, of course. Gordon Bennett. Wasn't he a singer or something? Lenny, was Gordon Bennett in on it as well? Apparently, they all are. There was a celebrity paedophile ring. So, let's go over to this. Jodie Starr allegedly assaulted woman. Oh, honestly, the journalists at The Sun. Jodie Starr allegedly assaulted woman in public and filmed her. Now, that makes sense. Freddie Starr's son has appeared in court charged with a string of sex offences, including RAPE. Jodie Starr, who is one of 5 of the late comic's children, is accused of repeatedly abusing a woman, both verbally and physically. There we got. 45 also allegedly assaulted her in public and filmed the woman on his camera while she performed intimate sex acts. Starr appeared at Aylesbury Crown Court today, charged with a number of offences, including RAPE and sexual assault. This is dated 17th of December 2024, so about this time last year. He is also accused of coercive behaviour and intentional strangulation. Oh my God. Starr was initially granted bail after appearing before magistrates last Saturday. He has since been remanded into custody to next appear at the same court on January the 20th for a plea hearing. Dad Freddie was one of the biggest stars in the 1970s and 80s, thanks to his wacky and unpredictable comedy style. He graced the front page of The Sun in March 1986 with the memorable story, Freddie Starr ate my hamster. Not my pussy, thank you very much, Justin. At the height of his fame, Starr earned an estimated £2 million a year. In 2019, the impressionist died penniless from a heart attack aged 76, while living in Spain. He had starred on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in 2011, just a year after recovering from a quadruple bypass surgery following a heart attack. However, Freddie had to leave the jungle due to ill health and later became a recluse. That's the infamous March 1986 Sun newspaper headline, Freddie Starr ate my hamster. Comic but a live pet in sandwich, says Beauty. There we go. That's his son. I hope you can hear me better now. So over to Lenny, who says, Matt, I'm not talking shit. I know U-Tree got some rotten eggs, but what about Jim Davison? He was slimed up and the man was found not guilty. Lenny, honestly, you're one of those rare people who name names and they aren't dead. I like it. Convid, Cheltenham is a washout. Bad weekend. Yes, indeed, son. So we'll be going over to the Susanna Reid next. Susanna Reid, I'm sure you got too many S's in Susanna, but anyway, let's carry on. Susanna Reid had zero sympathy for Freddie Starr. She obviously thought he was a bona fide creep. And there's a great song about creeps, isn't there? I'm a creep. I'm a loser. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Anyway, over to Lenny. Having your picture taken with Gary Glitter before 1997 doesn't mean you knew what monstrous crimes he had and was committing. Look at that. Voice of reason. Lenny, well done. I like what you're saying. Over to the Susanna Reid interview. Let's line it up. This is from Daily Motion. With now looking at him, he looks a fucking pervert. You know what I mean? He looks a fucking pervert. Shit, man. What it is, Lenny, it's another hero who's been outed as a dangerous paedophile predator. I mean, next they're going to be saying somebody like who's my hero? Matt Baker. I mean, I think Matt Baker is a fucking hero amongst men. Next they'll be saying Matt Baker is a dirty paedophile. I doubt it, but you know, oh God, it's traumatizing. It's traumatizing. Are there any men out there who don't abuse children? Freddie famously storms out the studio. Matt, says Lenny, why are you ignoring the top story today for banter? Oh yes, I saw that. The fake admiral who attended a Remembrance Sunday event in Wales, dressed in all those war medals, top-ranking bullshitter. I know. Hey, listen, you can talk about that on your own live. I'm talking about this disappointment and the surprise at learning that Freddie Starr sexually abused a 10-year-old Annika Lucas in 1973. Anyway, let's have a butcher's at this, shall we? Shocker. It's a shocker. Let's stop this moving along. I think over to Lenny. Admiral bullshit. Yeah, quite right. Lenny, it was Danny West. Walter Mitty Admiral, yes. Here we go. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, damn.
I can't describe it to you. It's impossible to describe it. You know, I lost my mum and my dad. And that was painful. But this is just something that sticks to you. Sticks to your skin, goes through to your bones, gets through to your soul. And it's just been horrendous, really. It affects your, your body, and I couldn't walk properly, and
I mean, to be fair, he is boring as fuck. He is boring as fuck. Do you reckon he's drugged up then? He is one hell of a boring motherfucker. And a boring paedophile motherfucker. Sorry. Anyway, let's keep the fucking out of it, please, because it's quite a distressing subject to deal with. He's been turning up to the event for years, for fuck's sake. Stone and Valor, talking about the Admiral, yes. Drugged up Freddy. I'll try and kind of listen to a bit more of it, but this is honestly boring as fuck.
was just beaten. You shouldn't be named until you're charged, because that's very dangerous to put it out there that so and so is being, charged. You're being arrested. Just because you're arrested doesn't mean that you're guilty. In the courts of law, you can't just walk in there and say this man did this and this man said that. But it's getting that way that they can. It's really got out of hand.
Do you think over that time you have done anything that could have been misinterpreted in terms of your relationships?
Are you being serious?
Well, I'm putting the question.
No, are you being serious?
Yeah.
Well, I want to end this interview now. I really do.
But I have to put the question
No,
because...
you put it to me once before. I answered your question. No, if you leave my house, thank you. They didn't want to release me because they knew I could bring this down. All of it, U-Tree operation, down. Because as all that they were made out of was a house of cards. And one puff and they'll all fall down. And they knew this. They knew it.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yes, I remember that. No clue how Freddie Whatsit was making a $2 million a year. He rips off Mike and storms out the studio. No studio, apparently it was his own home. Remember, did you hear that? He goes, I want you to get out of my house. I want you to get out of my house. Susanna Reid, far too many S's in Susanna, mate. Susanna Reid showed fuck all impartiality. Judge Reid, with her haughty tone. I thought it was a valid question. But listen, I'm just... I mean, have you heard this yet, Lenny? Did Freddie eat Susanna's hamster? Yeah, you did tell me. I mean, are you familiar with this, Lenny?
In that week, right before I rebelled, that week when I said there were these satanic activities happening before the 30th of April, which was the following year. So I was just 10 years old then. During that week, I could see that, like, one of my perpetrators that I was with in one of these events that was horrific, I could see that he was running away as much as he could mentally from what was happening through his sex addiction that I was then a part of. Yes. And so, but I could see that he was sort of like both victim and, he was rewarded. He became famous. He was, Freddie Starr.
Oh, yeah.
Freddie Starr.
Well, he was one of the perpetrators.
Yes.
How did he get involved? So he was sort of part of the Bilderberg then, or he just got...
No, he would not have been at the Bilderberg meeting at all. He was at this event in 1973 where there were a lot of celebrities present, and it was my, this week long where people were coming and going, and I was, presented to this group, and there were a lot of singers and celebrities there because I was going to be that as well. So they were being introduced to me as that. And so, and then I was, you know, having sex with all these men, and I was also reporting about their sexual preferences, their weaknesses. You know, that was what I was trained in. So that I was working that whole week. And what I could see with Freddie Starr is that he really didn't want all of this to be like that. Like, I don't think that he was a full believer in the satanic doctrine, which is sort of the reversal of everything, you know. Do as thou wilt, Aleister Crowley, do as thou wilt, you know.
Was that when you were 9 as well, Freddie Starr?
10, yeah, 10. That
Nice.
he was just trying to run away from it all. And then, but he ran through his sex addiction, so that doesn't really work out at all. And so you have this, what I want to say is that you had this group frenzy.
I remember there was that line, Freddie Starr ate my hamster. So I don't know I don't remember if it was just the headline.
That was a woman who said that in a fight, he ended up putting a hamster in a sandwich and eating it or something, or some fight that, you know, like the word was then that he's pretty crazy. But there were also several charges from people that were molested or raped by him as minors, which were ultimately thrown out. But there were 3 different ones. And of course, none of them came from me. I never did anything of the sort. But what I wanted to say is that the frenzy in these group experiences, that people were basically encouraging each other to do crazy things. And of course, tons of drugs and alcohol as well to stimulate everybody. But the horrible things that happen, I didn't feel that necessarily everybody is completely okay with it or opening themselves up to that craziness, but some were. And the more powerful people tended to be more active within that, you know, more brutal.
Now, of course, Lenny makes a good point. A dead man can't defend himself, of course. Where's the comment? A dead man can't defend himself, of course. So I could say Liberace abused me to some wannabe podcaster. This is the same point Sharon Gale made today, Lenny, because she was reviewing this. She asked the question, can we believe Andrew Gold? And that's what I like about you, Lenny. You know, you name names, people still living. Like, just for example, only 15 minutes ago, you were calling out Jim Davison. I like it. But don't start going around. Liberace was a paedophile perpetrator, predator. So I love a bit of oh my god, you're making me laugh. Susanna's Reed. I suffer some type of illiteracy towards that name. Well spotted, Matt. Susie Dent has nothing on you, Matt. Oh, she's lovely, isn't she, Susie Dent? Crikey. I love that librarian feel about Susie Dent. Liberace, I mean, I know that's not how you spell it, but it's close enough. I wouldn't be able to spell it. Abuse you, Lenny, when was that, son? And we got one more article. Wasn't calling out Jim Davison. All charges were dropped. Okay, my mistake. I'm glad you corrected me. We've got one more little article to check out, and this is about Freddie Starr's daughter. So, of course, we've already had Jody Starr, Freddie Starr's son, who was, I think he was convicted of sexual assault in 2019. Now let's hear what Freddie Starr's daughter has to say. Let's get rid of that and get rid of that. Here we go. Freddie Starr's daughter says he was a terrible dad and she's ashamed of him. Exclusive. Tara Coleman Starr broke down as she spoke out about how Freddie walked out on her when she was just 6 months old and dumped her mum before their wedding. I mean, this all paints a picture of a deeply troubled man, doesn't it? This is published by The Mirror, 11th of May 2019. Freddie Starr's daughter is so ashamed at having him for a father, she may not even go to his funeral. Tara Coleman Starr, 22, wept as she told how the comic superstar, who died of a heart attack at 76 on Thursday, was a selfish brute who punched her mum in the stomach and demanded she had an abortion, walked out on her when she was just 6-month-old baby, came back into her life only to call her a spiteful girl who deserved the world's biggest slap. Terrified her so much, she locked herself in a bathroom as he warned her, "You can run, but you can't hide," and left her so traumatized she needed therapy from the age of 14. Tara told the Sunday Mirror she can't grieve for him and said, "No one wants to believe their dad is an evil, manipulative man. He never gave me a birthday present or Christmas card. He never tried to be a father. I don't think he's capable of love. I'm embarrassed to be his daughter." Tara, one of Freddie's 6 children, has spoken out just days after the comedian was found dead at his flat in Spain's Costa del Sol on Thursday following a heart attack. Once the nation's favourite TV entertainer, earning £2 million a year, he died bloated, penniless and alone. Tara said, "As a performer, he was amazing. I understand why people loved him, but that was a persona. He was 2 different people. On stage, funny and a great comedian. Off stage, selfish and violent. Me and my mum saw the real person." Freddie met Tara's mum, Trudy Coleman, in 1994 when she was a TV production manager. He proposed while divorcing second wife Sandy, mum of his 3 of his children. His cheating had already cost his 12-year marriage to his first wife, Betty Simpson. In 1988, Trudy became pregnant, but Tara said, "He punched my mum in the stomach and told her he was going to leave her if she didn't abort me." Oh my God, she was the actual baby in the stomach that he punched. He didn't want competition for mum's affection. Oh my God. That's a weak man. Family snaps show Freddie doting over Tara on holiday, but he was soon cheating with shop assistant Donna Smith, 27 years his junior. I mean, come on. I think it all paints to the possibility that what Annika Lucas said about Freddie Starr when she was 10 and he was 30 in 1973, in all probability, was most probably true. He showed me interest as a baby and played Happy Families, but he quickly got bored. Mum found out he was cheating on her with Donna. She had a light bulb moment and she felt she didn't want to put me through what she had gone through. He turned around and told her he wanted nothing to do with me. He was so aggressive that I was scared I was in danger. So she packed up her bags and left. Sad Tara added, "I always thought it was my fault he'd left. I could never understand why he didn't want me. It's very tough for a little girl." 8 years later, the comic, now married and divorced from Donna, reappeared. Donna recalled, "After picking me up from school, Mum said, 'You'll never guess who's waiting for you at home.' I said, 'It's my dad. I just had this feeling.' I remember walking into his house and he was there. I didn't know how to feel because I had so many questions, and he was so happy to see me. He was smiling. He sat me on his lap and said how sorry he was and how much he missed me, but he was only trying to get back together with Mum. When she made it clear it wasn't going to happen, he stopped and showed his true colours. He had brought a CD of him singing to me to listen to. I asked him to play in the garden first. He got very aggressive and nasty. He said Mum had done an awful job bringing me up and I was a nasty little girl. He said if he had been around, I'd have turned out better. Then he drove off. It was awful. Dog groomer Tara, who lives with her mum in Solihull, West Mids, didn't see Star for another 6 years. When she was 13, the millionaire took her to a Burger King, then stayed around for 6 weeks. In a phone call, his rage re-emerged. I tried to joke with him and told him to shut up over the phone in a playful way. He slammed the phone down and called me back shouting. He told me how dare I tell him to shut up. He said I was spiteful and said, if I'd been there, I would have given you the world's biggest slap. Another time he was so aggressive, Tara was left cowering in the bathroom. It was just me and him in the house and he was mad about something, Tara said. I knew he used to beat Mum. I was scared as I knew what he was capable of. So I locked myself in the bathroom. I'll never forget what he said. You can run, but you can't hide. It was so scary. Then he got in his car and left. Those words haunt me. The last time Tara saw Freddie, she was 15, and he was married to Sophie Lee, who later divorced him over claims he gave her a black eye. I'm sorry, I really cannot read anymore. It's too distressing. As a father who loves my children very much, fucking hell, Freddie. What the fuck? I totally believe what Annika Lucas said about you in 1973. Fucking shocking, man. Fucking shocking. Oh, here we go. Liberace once shagged me behind his candelabra, wearing a Donald Duck suit. True story, convert. Lenny's son, Matt is mocking our correct spelling of Liberace. Am I mocking it? It shows how illiterate I am, isn't it? I don't fucking know. It looks like it need more letters in it. Do you think it's true, Matt? Freddie Starr was a rotten human being. I honestly think it's true now. Oh yeah, I never deep dived into Freddie. That was the first time I read about. The only thing, Lenny, the only thing I read about him was this: the soul must go on. This was like proof that there's an afterlife. That's it. I just thought, oh, what a great guy! He's communicating from beyond the grave. I'm fucking sick, Lenny. I'm sick. I'm literally sick with him. His daughter thinks so, yeah. Matt, are you now closing down your Freddy's? Yes, I am. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot all about that. But yeah, my Freddie Starr channel is gone. Is going, mate. I'm gonna do my Liberace. I'll call it the Liberace. And how do you spell Liberace? So you reckon that's the correct spelling, is it? You reckon they spell Liberace like that? I don't fucking know. Liberace. Is that how you spell Liberace? Liberace. Yeah. I'm going to call my new channel Liberace TV. Lenny says, Freddie Starr sounds like a total shit. Why was he penniless? Well, he obviously spunked it up everywhere. He's a disgusting human being. And I believe he's actually a paedophile. I didn't think I'd ever say that about Freddie Starr, but I think he's actually a paedophile. Matt, are you now closing down? Yes, I am. I'm going to call it Liberace TV. Where did his money go? Sounds like a man who never should have had kids. Awful. I know. And I tell you, that's what happens when a bad father. My mother always said, no father is better than a bad father, because a bad father ends up with his son himself being convicted of sexual crimes. And so I'm glad I never had a father, because if it isn't a good father, no father is worth having around. I mean, luckily, I'm a good father to my children. I would never treat my kids the way Freddie Starr is treating his. But what did he do with the money in Spain? Yeah, you have to ask. Yeah. The soul must go on. Fucking hell. I read it and it was like proof there was an afterlife. I'm using your Freddie Starr logo as my avatar. It's terrible, isn't it? Liberace. I'm going to change that, man. Let me just see if I can change it right now. In fact, I need to find out what channel it's on. Oh, I can't see it at the moment, but we'll get round to it. Oh, I got a message from Andrew Bennett. It's your fault I got addicted to your show. Anyway, my missus said watch and play or have the real thing. Bye for now. Back in 3 minutes. I really like that, Andrew Bennett. He's a great new subscriber. Freddie Starr, never meet your heroes, Matt. I know. Tell me about it. And you know, I used to really look up to Jimmy Savile. He was like an uncle I never had, you know? Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. And even Rolf Harris. I used to love a bit of Rolf Harris. It's a fucking shocker. That's what it fucking is. It's a fucking shocker. I am bloody shocked. But it all just rings true. This Annika Lucas, I mean, I think she's onto something. Well, you know, ultimately, there's first-hand experience of someone calling out blah blah blah. In fact, I think I've already changed my Freddie Starr account because I can't see it anywhere. I do think I've already changed my Freddie Starr account. I changed my avatar to Matt Liberace. Brilliant. No, but I do think I've changed my. No, there it is, Freddie Starr. Oh gosh. Oh god. It's on that account as well. Let me just see if I can access, because obviously I haven't used it in a while, haven't I? I haven't used my Freddie Starr account. Let me just see if I can access it. Right, so that's the account. Right, add account. I've got the login details here for it. Bear with, talk amongst yourselves. I'm just trying to see if I can access my Freddie Starr account. Right, done that. Next. Now it needs the password. Let's see if this works. Skip. Yes, I've accessed my Freddie Starr. I don't want this, so I'm going to have to go to and I just got to change it, haven't I? Customize channel. Customize channel. Change it to Liberace. Liberace TV with an exclamation mark at Liberace, because we've got to change that as well, don't we? At Liberace TV. Publish. Yeah, that's all gone through. But now I need to get your profile picture. I need to get your profile picture somehow. So I'll go to your channel. Love the profile. I'll nick your profile. Matt Liberace. And then I can go back to that. Change it. But where's that picture? Matt Liberace. Yes. Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you ever so much. Right. So I've changed my... Hopefully that's all changed. So as you can see, it's bish bash bosh. I've managed to access that Freddie Starr. Oh, the picture hasn't changed yet, actually. But it will do. It fucking will do. I don't think I could ever... I can't stand looking at his picture again, to be fair. That is disgusting. But anyway, sorry about that, everyone. I've now managed... Matt Liberace sounds utterly ridiculous. Matt Liberace sounds utterly ridiculous. Matt, thoughts on Russell Harry? Russell Harry? Wasn't he a closet bloke back in the 80s? Did he not die rather young? AIDS? I don't know what you're on about, mate. I'm pretty certain his health was fucked. Hepatitis C of the liver. Oh, Raj. Lenny's son, Liberace, sounds worse than Freddie Starr. But, you know, to talk about Liberace, I loved Liberace. I thought he was brilliant. So flamboyant. And I love that flamboyancy. And that's why I was a big fan of Freddie Mercury, of course, you know. AIDS destroys your immune system. There's a bit of medical information there. I do love that profile picture. Matt changing his avatar from Hitler to Stalin. You couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. It gets worse, Lenny's son. I know, bloody hell. Tell me about it. Matt Liberace sounds utterly ridiculous. So funny. Russell Harty. Yes, I know Russell Harty. Talk show, brilliant bloke. Again, a dear hero of mine, Russell Harty. I love Russell Harty. And he was gay, wasn't he? Yeah. No, I'm a massive fan. Massive fan of Russell Harty. Liberace ain't my guinea pig. At least he ain't going around eating any pussy, you know what I mean? Did Freddie Mercury ever meet Liberace? I bet they must have. Must have. Totally must have. So anyway, I've now accessed my Liberace TV account. I mean, who is this Freddie Starr? I don't know no Freddie Starr. I don't know no Freddie Starr. Apparently he was some paedophile, some dirty paedophile Satanist. And I don't fucking, you know, I ain't got no paedophile Satanist poster in my bedroom, mate. Fuck that. What a disgusting toe rag. Anyway, I think it's time for a promotional video. Here we go. Bloody hell. I need to just have a moment, if you don't mind, everyone. So I'll leave you with this. I'll be back in a mojo.
Born a poor black child.
Hello, my name is Freddie Mercury.
You know me? Of course you do. That's because I'm famous.
No, I am your father.
I am I, the great and powerful. Who are you?
I am Arthur, King of the Britons.
I am Dracula. I bid you welcome.
I'm gonna let them know that Dolomite is my name and fucking up motherfuckers is my game.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Mr. Bond. James.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
It's all part of the plan.
Live long and prosper.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Get in my belly! I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Dance, motherfucker, dance!
Oh, you should never, never doubt what nobody is sure about.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Yes, indeed. Matt desperately Googled Liberace on a commercial break for any accusations. Liberace was 68 when he died. He had multiple health problems, chain smoker. He was using poppers. They mess up your heart. Peter Sellers died of heart attack. Poppers. I heard that poppers open up the anus. Just a rumour. You know what I mean? I used to use poppers back in the day to open up my anus. Just a rumour. Ah, man, what kind of fucking world do we live in? Eh? Full of perverts. Fucking full of perverts, I tell you. The world is full of perverts. They're everywhere. Oh, talking about perverts, it is a fucking...
Yeah, that's a good idea. Can I ask you a question? I don't know whether you're allowed to answer this or not, but you are allowed to cough instead of saying yeah. Is he a paedophile? Okay.
It's an interesting question, and all I can say is that I am investigating unrelated matters to that, but they require that I examine his computers and phones, and I don't know what I'm going to find on them.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm not saying that he...
yeah.
I'm not investigating of a sexual nature.
No.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. But ultimately, if he gets charged with something,
Yeah.
in the public arena.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to ask that. I'm going to take that as a no at the moment, but I could read between the lines.
I mean, I have absolutely no idea what they were going on about then. Fuck knows. I do think we've got a new visitor in the chat. Danger Mouse. Matt, you, Freddie Starr, have so much in common. Really? Paris owes Matt an apology. What? Obviously, Paris wasn't talking about me. What you on about? Hello, Tony. Oh, is it Tony? Raj. In fact, I've got a home video, actually, which I'd like to play you soon. It's Christmas 2011, a home video of me taking the kids to Butlins. So that's going to be up next. Hello, Tony. Can you confirm or deny it's you? Hello, Tony. I'm sure Paris wasn't talking about me. My killing, gosh. Fucking hell, somebody save me. No, honestly, let's just keep it together, everyone. let's just keep it together, everyone. Okay?
Subscribe to MattTaylorTV. It will be the death of you.
Come on now, let's keep it together, people. Let's keep it together. Over to the chat. Tony used his Danger Mouse account in Rick's Mace chat. Just saying. Oh, Raj. Right, so, Harry, you've been dumped by Emily. Have you been dumped by Emily? It was only a matter of time, Harry. It was only a matter of time, mate. Don't be upset about it. There's plenty more fish in the sea, Harry. Okay? And, you know, so be a man. Come in, say hi. I know you enjoyed that little dig, didn't you, eh? Matt, you, Freddie Starr, have so much in common. Yeah, I like to think we're both like really funny. But I tell you one thing I haven't got in common. I've got great kids. And I look after my kids very well. And, you know, I don't particularly like you saying otherwise.
I know every time. I know every time. I know every time.
Give me one.
I know if you wanna have a good time.
Big white.
I know if you tell you got something on your mind.
This is about having for Christmas.
Just come around. I've been watching you and I know you're right to party band. And you know that sounds really good to me. Everybody wants to hang out at my party band. Don't you know that this is the only place for me? Don't you wanna if you need it? You wanna get on down. No need to worry 'cause those things will be.
Hello, we're at Bali, and this is what it's like in the night.
Cause I'll be here right by your side, ready to flow. I know if you time to have a good time. I know if you said you got something on your mind. I know if you said that you wanna get on down. I know every time, don't be shy, just come around. I know every time, move around and get on down, do what you wanna, baby. You gotta be good and ready to go. I know you've been waiting for my party all your lifetime, baby. Everybody in the whole world wants to know. Everybody wants to see that there's no one on the strings. 'Cause everybody knows where they've got to be. I know if you time to have a good time. I know if you said you got something on your mind. I know if you said that you wanna get on down. I know every time, don't be shy, just come around. Every time. We know where he's at. We know where he's at. Well, if you know you like to party and you wanna get on down, let me tell you, baby, that you come to the right town. 'Cause it's party time, you gotta get your groove up. I know you wanna dance from now.
Tony, what are you like? What are you the sicko watching? Are you what a fucking stupid comment. So are you the sicko watching? I'm proud of my family. I'm proud of the memories I've given my children. Things like watching like that brings me pride and joy. I'm seeing my son tomorrow at 16 years old. So stuff like that brings back happy memories. The fucking, what are you talking about, you sick motherfucker? Who are the sickos watching? It's you, isn't it, Harry? Fucking hell, Harry. You really are a fucking weirdo. Of course, so you're hurting, aren't you? Because you've been dumped by Emily. So I know what I'll do. I'll come in and take it out on Matt. Fuck you, Harry. You sad, pathetic incel. I know. I know he did. He's just confessed to being a sicko. It's just so strange. Bit strange to be playing footage of children that what with sickos. What? Who's watching the sick? So only you. Does anyone else? Hands up. Who else identifies as sicko in the audience? You're a delicate flower. I think you are, mate. Oh, are you upset, Tony? Jump on panel. Tell Matt all about it. You're upset because you've been dumped by Emily, isn't it? That's what you're upset about. And you think, oh, I'm going to come out and take it out on Matt Taylor. Because Matt Taylor's the easy option. I know. I'll feel better if I take it out on Matt Taylor. Because we all hate Matt Taylor. And no one will criticise me for taking it out on Matt Taylor. Because we all hate Matt Taylor. You remind me of somebody else who hates Matt Taylor. Let's see if I can find it. Get it lined up. Actually, when I just looked for hate, one of your poems turned up, Harry. Okay. Over to Harry. We're unknown to each other. You keep calling me different names, Harry and Tony. Oh, look, Harry, mate, please. It doesn't matter, mate. You can call yourself Harry Munker. Your real name is Tony Quigley. It don't bother me. You're the one who's trying to confuse the situation. But as Justin said, okay, Tony used his Danger Mouse account in Rick Mace's chat, just saying. So we know it's you, okay? It's you can play your silly buggers if you want. It doesn't bother us, really. Right? It don't bother me. It just demonstrates to the people in the know, because, you know, we are all in the know. We've watched you for years now, Harry. It just reinforces our belief that you're a pathetic little man-child. Okay?
Taylor, you big, fat, stupid, uncouth, talentless, graceless, moronic, dirty, criminal scumbag. I hate you, Matt. I really do. I hate you with a passion. I hate you more than I hate fucking Vladimir Putin. And he's a right knobhead. So bear that in mind, you stupid wanker. You're a fucking idiot. You loser. You fucking knob. You dickhead. You wank ass. You shit brain. You pudding.
So much hate in the world, eh? So much hate. Who's Justin? I didn't hear another guy in the background. Oh, oh man, talk about deja vu. Talk about deja vu. Who's Justin? I didn't hear another guy in the background. Ooh. Oh wow. Tiny, why are you so upset? What's happened? Tiny Tony. Tiny Tony. Why are you so upset, Tiny Tony? Eh?
So now I'm going to read this poem. Yeah. And that'll tell you some more. Yeah. That's all you need to know. Yeah. you learn more about me, right? So it's called Cupcake. Yeah, that was my pet name for her. You were my cupcake. All I had was yours to take. I didn't even hesitate. I just couldn't see you were a fake. I remember the day you came my way. I thought you felt the same. You made me feel funny. You were sweet like honey. My grey skies changed to sunny. From the start I gave you my heart. I thought we'd never part. It was like a dream. You were my queen. I thought I perfected my scene. You said you loved me, but it didn't last, 'cause you couldn't give up your past. You had me in chains. I felt the strain. As my skies turned grey, then came the pain. I didn't realise you were the devil in disguise. And you were just telling me lies. You were just a snake who fucked my mates. I should have listened to my mother. You even had my brother. I was your sucker. There was no reason for your treason. I guess it was just lying season. You had an old body but a young mind, and left me in a bind while you were getting sexed in the city. You're probably thinking, what a pity. But it helped me write this ditty. Anyway, you thought I was sitting pretty, but like a sleuth I uncovered the truth. To your surprise, I opened my eyes and saw straight through your disguise. I wished I'd died. You took me through such a ride. But you know what? I never even cried. You're sick that I uncovered your game, so you tried to give me the blame. But it could never stick, 'cause I was so true and made you exclusive. I never made you feel blue. It's now conclusive. You treated me like shit. Now that's it. Your life's full of strife and no fun, 'cause I took away your son. You know I was the one. It's too late. You could have been my wife if you didn't make the biggest mistake of your life. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
So, Tony, do you feel as if Emily's made her biggest mistake of her life? Because you asked her to be your wife, and now she said, not in a million Sundays will I be your wife. I'm fucking out of here straight away. Tony, Belloni, or is it Quigley? Nobody means you ill. We want to give you a hug, make you feel snug. We want to invite you in, sit you down, give you a glass of wine, be it red, yellow, brown or green. Either way, Tony, you're our friend and we love you. Who is reading that terrible story? Are you all right, Tony? Are you with friends? Tony, we could be your friends. Just say the word and you will be healed. Because of course, at times like this, there's only one song that can be sung. And we all know what song that is. This is dedicated to you, Tony. You're not alone, mate.
God is good and so am I. God is good and so am I. I don't know I'm doing wrong, 'cause I haven't done anything wrong. Unlike certain people who know they have wrong and gaslight projected on to others. I don't know I'm doing wrong, 'cause I haven't done anything wrong. Unlike certain people who know they have wrong and gaslight projected on to others.
It is a beautiful song, and it was inspired by you, Tony. Look, mate, no one has got any animosity towards you here, okay? You're like a valued member of YouTube. You deserve your position on YouTube. You've contributed, okay? You've made a good contribution to YouTube, Tony. Right? You are worthy, mate. You're worth it. Okay? I'm being totally honest with you, Tony. You are a star. And I mean that sincerely. You are worth living for. And if any lady in your life has walked away, that's her loss, mate. Because no one's got a voice like you. No one's got a soul like you. No one's got a heart of Jesus like you. Okay? And honestly, Tony, we love you, mate. We generally do. You're an awesome bloke, and you make the world a better place. Okay? Yeah, you can be a cunt. But can't we all? So, let's talk it out, mate. Let's talk it out. Don't be shy. Jump on in and say hi. It's been too long, mate. So, here's a little ditty while we wait for Tony to jump on. YouTube. It's a fucking crazy place.
Make videos about how ugly I am.
No, I haven't, Kaylee.
Yes, you fucking have.
Over yourself. Go and have a
You
look.
made a video saying to Rodney, look how ugly she is. What are you thinking? You fucking did that, you dickhead.
Yeah, I have.
Well, sorry,
Because your fucking dad died, I've got to stop making videos. The whole world's got to fucking stop.
It's terrible, isn't it? Just because your dad died, what? I've got to be nice to you. What? Just because your dad died, I've got to show some, civil. I've got to be civil to you. I've got to show you some fucking compassion. Fucking, what kind of man do you think I am? Fucking hell. Just because your dad died, you want me to be nice to you or something? Fuck that. Matt Taylor, the Liberace of YouTube. Love it. You see, I've got a choice to make because I can only watch YouTube now by paying this subscription, and so every month I've got to choose a channel in which I should pay my £12 a month for, and it's now going to be either MattTaylorTV Extra, which I was going to pay my £12 for, but then again I may go on my Liberace TV. How many subscribers have I got on my Liberace TV? Let me just check. Let me check how many subscribers I got on my Liberace TV. So on my Liberace TV, I have got 35 subscribers. It's quite good, actually. But I won't be able to go live on my Liberace TV. So I may have to make do with MattTaylorTV Extra. Wallace and Gromit vibes. Yeah, mate. Yeah, sure. So you're not going to come on then, hey? You're not going to come on then. I'm not coming on. I'm not coming on. I tell you, I'm not coming on. It's got Wallace and Gromit vibes. It's got Wallace and Gromit vibes. It is. I'm not fucking coming on. I like that, though. Thank you ever so much. That's very kind of you. Matt Taylor, the Liberace of YouTube. I love that. And I love your profile picture. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, listen, the invitation isn't just for Tony. If anyone wants to come on, please do so. Everyone's welcome. Of course, there are some conditions. Watch at your own risk. That's one of the conditions. Be friendly and mature. Blah, blah, blah. We're all adults and this is a public space and all that kind of stuff. Of course, a condition of watching Matt Taylor TV is that you adhere to the rule that certain names and cases cannot be mentioned. We do live in a police state Britain. Don't be shy. Jump on in and say hi. Take the plunge on to MattTaylorTV. And if you haven't done so already, please join my forum at MattTaylorTV.freeforums.net. If you want to check out some blogs of mine, please do so. There's a variety of blogs running along the bottom of the screen. I'm sure there'll be something that will catch your fancy. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Matt Taylor TV, broadcasting live from Brighton. I'm your host, Matt Taylor. It is Friday, the 14th of November, 2025. But exactly when 2025 is, in the grand scheme of things, is your guess may well be better than mine. As I always say, if you haven't visited Brighton yet, please can I urge you to do so. Whatever season, be it spring, summer, autumn or winter, you'll always find something pretty amazing to do in Brighton. So if you've never been before, you must come. And if you have been before, you've got to come again, because there's been loads of change. Brighton is always changing. Brighton has always got something to do. So make sure you come down to the UK's premier seaside resort. As I always like to say, be right on in Brighton. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for joining me tonight. I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone who's been brave enough to jump into the chat room. First of all, the most wonderful, the most brilliant Lenny. Lenny, thank you ever so much. A very, very valued member of the audience. A big shout out to my mate, Justin. Justin, always great to see you. Nice. And of course, Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse, we know for a fact, is Tony Quigley, often referred to as Harry Munker, the surgeon. This channel is crazy. Not only is it crazy, but it's also wacky and zany. Be sure to come in and say hi, basically. And of course, we know it's you, Tony, because you used the Danger Mouse account in Rick Mace's chat. Just saying. Well done, Matt. Bye, Tony. Lovely to know you are still watching. Oh, it's such a shame we've lost Tony, because, and I mean that generally, Tony is a wonderful YouTube personality, but sadly, the rumour mill, and there has been a rumour going around the grapevine, like a monkey swinging from vine to vine, that poor Tony has been dumped by Emily T. So of course, maybe Tony's still feeling a bit fragile, and of course, you know, it's not nice being dumped, but I'm sure Tony will bounce back. As I always say to Lenny, there are plenty more fish in the sea, and I recommend using POF, plenty of fish, to find yourself your next girlfriend. Hey, listen, it worked for me. If it works for me, it's damn right going to work for you. Quite frankly, I'm a big fat hairy gorilla, and if a big fat hairy gorilla like myself can find a beautiful woman to love, anyone can find a beautiful woman to love. So don't be disheartened, Tony. Plenty more fish in the sea. Make sure you go out there, sign up, plenty of fish. And this message goes out to Lenny. Lenny hasn't commented recently, and that most probably means he's fallen asleep. Okay, the guy works hard. Okay, so let's not take it out on him. Write a poem about it, Tony. I know. Let's see if I can find another Tony poem, because Tony is absolute wonderful what do you call it, a poet. What's this we got? What's this we got?
Joke, yeah. You know, you're a joke. And you give Katie a spanner for doing that to her. A spanner, yeah. What's wrong with you? Like you yet more proof why your ex dumped you. Probably done your kids a favour. Because like, hopefully she's probably got a real man in her life, and you could like your son could have an example of a real man rather than a fucking stupid little attention-seeking little boy, and your daughter and all. Because God forbid she ends up fucking, you know, marrying or partnering with a, you know, someone like you know, an attention-seeking, abusive man-child. Yeah. I like. Yeah. So hopefully you might have done them a favour. And they've got an example to really look like, to follow. Yeah. And like, if you turn to your daughter and a standard to look at. Yeah. You're a joke. Yeah. You should be ashamed of yourself as well. Yeah. Rewarding abuse. It's a fucking joke. Like, you deserve a good pasting. You really do. You're sick. Like, you should have blocked Boyle, right? You should have blocked her straight away, yeah. For Emily's sake. It's serious, yeah. You have got an idea how serious it is, and Justin knows full well how serious it is, right? It ain't no joke. Yeah. I like your curly whirly hair, you're so squeeze, and I love it how you joke with me. They're so silly, they can't see that they can't take you away from me. Oh no, they can't take you away from me, 'cause you're my Emily, and I am your Harry. So it's called Cupcake. Yeah, that was my pet name for her. You were my cupcake. All I had was yours to take.
So yeah, I mean, Harry says I deserve a good pasting, and I was talking about the people I've hit, and I couldn't. The third one couldn't come to mind, and I remember the third occasion when I used my fists, and it was it's actually a personal story which you can read in my Taylor Tales free download from lulu.com. I won't recount it now, but Harry, if you feel as if you're the man to give me a good pasting, yeah, like Justin says, please come down and decorate my house and give it a good pasting. I'll be totally up for it. But Harry, ultimately, bless you. And in the words of Lenny, bless your son, in the name of the Father, the Son, and up your fucking back end, you prick. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that, Harry. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry I said that. It's just that you've been so mean to me, Harry. You've been such a nasty bastard to me. I just feel ill towards you, and I know that's bad. That's my bad. That's my bad, man. And you know, as a proud father who has done a good job for my children, to hear a little pathetic toe rag like yourself come in and speak to me as if I'm the toe rag, it just kind of like fucking winds me up. But in a good way. In a Christ way, if you know what I mean. Oh, thank you. A house cannot be decorated with paste. Well, so you mean you're going to come in and give me a slap then? Why don't you fucking come down and give me a slap and I'll fucking... Oh, it's going to be fun. Come on. Why was Tony going on about your children? I know there's some sickos. Yeah, as Tony said, there's some sickos in the audience. And I do believe, in all honesty, that Tony is that sicko. I do believe you are that sicko, Tony. Because you saw the sicko in yourself, didn't you? Tony, you really have to kind of like stop being mean. You really got to stop being a nasty bastard, okay? Or rather, stop being a nasty cunt. You just got to stop being a nasty cunt. You know what I mean? Because it ain't getting you anywhere, right? You're not winning over any friends being a nasty cunt. In fact, it just makes you look a pathetic arsehole, a sicko, in your own words. I mean, I showed a home video of 2011 of my kids as young kids, and you say, what you showing that for? There's sickos in the audience. I've got no sickos in the audience, but if you feel as if there's sickos in the audience, you must be talking about yourself. Unless there was someone you knew in the audience watching. Tony, you have to get yourself together, mate, because it's worrying, and I really do feel as if you need help. You need help, Tony, but for goodness sake, don't take it out on Emily. Okay, I know you know where she lives, and I know that it's easy to get paraffin. Just don't take it out on Emily. Don't take it out on anyone, Tony. Internalize it. Eat it up in yourself and just enjoy the taste. Okay? Of course he has anger issues. Of course he does. I mean, you just listen to the lyrics in his poem. I mean, you know, remember in one of his poems, he boasted about taking a son off his ex-girlfriend. The same girlfriend who shagged his brother and everyone else in town. It's hard listening to that, Tony, but it's brave of you to put that out into the public domain. And I raise my glass to you, mate. But you are a troubled soul. And I generally believe you need blokes like Justin and I to help you through it. Because believe it or not, Justin and I are your mates. We've got your best interest at heart. You may not think so, but we have actually got your best interest at heart. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. We care for you, Tony, because we know what a weak individual you are. We know the darkness that you are familiar with, and we're here to help as genuine friends. I mean, how old are you now? Mid-40s? You got no children, no relationship, dead-end job, nothing to look forward to. Most people in your position would just jump off the cliff. But we don't want you to do that, Tony, because you can turn it around. You can change your ways and attract beauty into your life. But you have to change your mindset, because your mindset is driving people away. It's getting people's back up. Oh, Tony. I think you need more help than we ever realised. You're obsessed with this Harry Tony. My comment earlier about your audience was referring to those you highlighted many times who are allegedly bacons and so, oh, look, Tony, it don't matter, mate. It don't matter, because ultimately You're mentally insane. I'll be back in a moment, everyone. This is the last promotional. And here's another one. While we got Fanny Bones in the house, you're familiar with James Hind, aren't you? Yeah. It's brilliant, actually.
If James Hind phoned me tomorrow, I would help him in every single way possible. I've seen no evidence of what you're saying, Matt, is what I'm asking you. If you can show me, share a screen now and show me, and I might change my mind. I might say to you, you know what, Matt? I do not support James anymore.
I love it how these charlatans, they're not going to waste their own time looking for the evidence, isn't it? They want evidence brought to them on a silver platter. And, you know, ultimately, this James Hind character is a Satanist who, under his own confession, pretends to be a 12-year-old boy online, talks to children as young as 11 years old, and who allowed a paedophile groomer to carry on grooming because he didn't like the thought of ruining a paedophile's life on his mind. And, I mean, what more do you want to fucking know? And then we got this fucking weird... I've got to really actually police my language here, but we've got Danny Jones saying this.
If James Hind phoned me tomorrow, I would help him in every single way possible. I've seen no evidence of what you're saying, Matt, is what I'm asking you. If you can show me, share a screen now and show me, and I might change my mind. I might say to you, you know what, Matt? I do not support James anymore.
Ultimately, it is bad. You know, and only because these individuals are going around pertaining to be the great and the good of YouTube. You know, so we got Danny Jones on record saying he will do whatever a Satanist asks of him.
If James Hind phoned me tomorrow, I would help him in every single way possible. I've seen no evidence of what you're saying, Matt, is what I'm asking you. If you can show me, share a screen now and show me, and I might change my mind. I might say to you, you know what, Matt? I do not support James anymore.
Danny Jones will do whatever a Satanist asks of him. An individual who pretends to be a child online and who talks to children online. And who allowed a paedophile groomer to carry on grooming because he didn't like the thought of ruining a paedophile's life. Okay, Danny, crack on. So, Tony, are you implying Danny Jones is watching? Because actually, he does watch. And are you implying James Hind is watching? So I see you may have a point. But listen, me showing a home video of so many years ago, 2011, we're talking 14 years ago, it is, oh, Tony, what you've done is you've actually raised a very disturbing issue there. And it says more about your mind and where you are in life than my motivation in playing a home video, which I love to watch. You have perverted that, Tony. So while you say stuff like, what did you say? So while you say you were referring to those you highlighted many times, it is actually you, Tony, who's the sicko. And there must be a reason why in your mid-40s you're a single man with no children. I'll pray for you tonight, mate. That's the best I can do. It's the best I can do for you, mate. I'll pray for you, okay? I'll include you in my prayers. And I'll just send you some positive energy, because it appears to me that you're just like up into your neck in negativity. And it's sad. You shouldn't be like that. And I feel for you. With my hand on my heart, I feel for you. Poor you, Tony. Poor you. But hey, shit happens. And only you can pull yourself out of this now, okay? Only you can pull yourself out of this. Yeah, please. Come back when you're ready, Tony. We're always here, okay? Squeeze. Squeeze, mate. We're always here to squeeze your testicles. Telecals, I was going to say. I was going to say we're here to squeeze your telecals. Then I thought, no, that's a bit rude. It's a bit rude to squeeze your telecals. But we're happy to squeeze your testicles. There's a big difference between telecals and testicles. Okay? I mean, go in public and saying we're willing to squeeze your telecals. That's just like, that's sick, mate. Only sickos say that. It was a slip of the tongue, Tony. I'll never squeeze your telecals. But hey, I'm happy to squeeze your testicles. Oh, it's good. It's good that you're laughing, mate. Honestly, it's good that you're laughing, and it's good. It's good to see. There's nothing I love best. I always say this about Mandy Marlins. Beautiful lady, by the way. There's nothing I love best than seeing some laughing emojis from Mandy Marlins. I know everything is well in the world. I know everything is in the right direction, is moving in the right direction when I see a bunch of laughing emojis from Mandy Marlins. And I just think, yes, I'm on the right course. As long as Mandy Marlins is smiling and having a laugh, everything is all right in the world. I do believe it's time for a promotional video. Let's see what we can find, shall we? I've got some crazy stuff up here, mate. Trust me. Trust me. I've got some crazy shit going on, mate. Because it's ultimately, it's always Wacky, Zany, and bloody Zany. Oh, what was that? Perfect People. What's that? That's one of Emily's songs, isn't it? Nobody is perfect. Oh, brilliant. Shout out to Emily. We miss her dearly. It just shows us that Tony is always watching you, Matt. Hey, why not? You got to watch something. You may as well watch MattTaylorTV. Now, this is dedicated to Emily T.
Nobody is perfect, and nobody deserves to be perfect. Nobody has it easy, everybody has issues. You never know what people are going through, so pause before you start mocking others. Nobody is perfect, and nobody deserves to be perfect. Nobody has it easy, everybody has issues. You never know what people are going through, so pause before you start mocking others. So pause before you start mocking. So pause before you start mocking. Pause before you start mocking others. So pause before you start mocking others. Nobody is perfect, and nobody deserves to be perfect. Nobody has it easy, everybody has issues. You never know what people are going through, so pause before you start mocking others. pause before you start my year. So pause before you start my years. So pause before you start my year. So pause before you start my gears. Nobody is perfect, and nobody deserves to be perfect. Nobody has it easy, everybody has issues. You never know what people are going through, so pause before you start mocking others. So pause before you start mocking. So pause before you start mocking. Pause before you start mocking others. So pause before you start mocking. Pause before you start mocking others. So pause before you start mocking.
You're a joke.
Exactly.
You give Katie a spanner.
Nobody is perfect, and nobody deserves to be perfect. Nobody has it easy, everybody has issues. You never know what people are going through, so pause before you start mocking others.
Yo, Mandy, great to see you, mate. Good to see you, Mandy. I was just talking about you, funny enough, Mandy. I was just talking about you, funny enough. Yeah, listen, that was dedicated to Emily T. Emily T, if you're in the audience, big hello. Love you. Love you, mate. You're a great person. And if you have dumped Tony, what on earth are you doing? How could you possibly dump Tony? He's amazing. He's an amazing bloke. Bit of a cunt, but hey, everyone's a bit of a cunt. You know, I'm sure you could be able to like overlook that a bit. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, Tony, if it makes you feel better, you can always kind of like change username and come on as Harry Munker, and then that'll kind of like carry on the illusion that you're not Danger Mouse. You know what I mean? But listen, we really want you here, mate. Yeah, Tony's here. Tony's here, yeah. We really want you to come on. If there's anything I can do to convince you to come on, if you want me to, like, I can show you my boobs, maybe. Actually, just like, I quite like it. Hi, yeah, it's great to see Tony. And yes, we've got Brian PC in the house. Evening, Matt. Oh, how are you, old bean? I'm fine, thank you. I'm actually tickling my beans at the moment. I actually quite like this. Give me a moment, everyone. Quite like that. Best not kind of like tickle downstairs live on YouTube. It's a good idea, though. It's a good idea. Come on now. Do you like my t-shirt? I love it, I do. It's like a stormtrooper on vacation and some moon off Jupiter. Yes, we've had Tony. Tony's doing his cheeky monkey routine on us, isn't he? Yeah. Look, Tony, I recommend you change over to Harry Munker. Come on, have a shirt. And then you can like continue the illusion that you're not Danger Mouse, in which we all know you are Danger Mouse, if you know what I mean. Because I'm not going anywhere, Tony. I'm going for the fucking third hour, mate. I've got this Ron Swanson type like thing come over me. It's like, yeah, man, let's just do it. But I always say safe sex. Okay? Always wear a condom. Because unwanted pregnancies is not a laughing matter. And do not use abortions as contraception. Just saying. Okay? Just saying. Brian says, I've been mixing on my decks, going back in time. Oh, there's a bit of a DJ. Brian's a bit of a DJ. I've been mixing on my decks, going back in time. Wow. I tell you, Brian, it's about time you set up your YouTube. Do a bit of mixing. Would love to hear it. Been amazing. Oh, so you say So you say, Brian, what you got to do is share the amazement. The amazement. If it's so amazing, share it. That's what I say. Well done, Brian. Oh, Ron wasn't well for a few days. Oh, right. Okay. I went somewhere the other day, right? And I walked in. And the first thing, she's like, oh, no, don't come near me. I've got the lurgy. So fucking calm down. Well, I'm planning to come near you. Anyway, channel him, Matt. The spirit muncher. Yes. Oh, channel. Do you know what is good for channeling? Alcohol. Did you know this? Because what I'm doing now, I'm seeing myself more as a spiritual being rather than a physical being. I'm actually a spirit trapped in the physical. But ultimately, we're just like loads of atoms. That if I could really just put my hand through my hand if I so pleased to. And so I do see myself as a spiritual being. And when you have alcohol, you're actually letting in demons. So technically, I'm not Matt Taylor. Speaking to you now, I am not Matt Taylor. I am all the spirits now possessing Matt Taylor, talking to you now. Isn't that interesting? Because ultimately anything can happen now, and that is what makes YouTube so fantastic. Because now it gets spiritual. We're away with the physical. Fuck the physical. We're now entering the realms of the spiritual. Over to Brian. He's a bit better now, though, so it's good. We're talking about Ron Swanson. If you don't know who Ron Swanson is, you'd find him predominantly on Sean Atwood's show. Oh, mate. I was just talking about this. Earlier on, Mandy. I was saying to my audience, I know everything is good in the world when I've got some laughing emojis from Andy Marlins. No, honestly, I generally do. I love your emojis. If I've got you with your emojis, I know everything is like tip top in the world, ready to go. We're moving in the right direction. Over to Brian, who says, nothing worse than being unwell. I know there isn't, is there? Yeah. And it's such a personal thing. You can't share it with anyone else. You can't say, hey, listen, I'm so unwell, can't you appreciate it by me giving some of you? But I know, yeah, there's nothing worse than being unwell. Good health is everything. I know. So true. I feel that way. And of course, I grew up with a lot of my cousins. We're a very close family. And a lot of my, good, don't slag me off behind my back. I'm just reading further on. A lot of my cousins had kind of like respiratory problems, eczema. And I watched how some of my cousins had to like go through hell. And that's something I've always been grateful for, health. Over to Justin, who says, Mandy Marlins, I caught Toby using his Danger Mouse account with Emily on another channel a while back. Tony forgot I was there. Yeah, good. Toby, or is it Tiny Tony? I think it was Tiny Toby. Tiny Toby, Tiny Tony. Because he is a small person. Yes, good. We'll all say hello. Obviously, I'm here for another hour. Fucking hell. I'm letting the demons in tonight, okay? I'm letting the demons in tonight. This isn't Matt Taylor, by the way. Hey, you got it. You got it there, Mandy. This isn't Matt Taylor. These are the spirits now possessing Matt Taylor. So Matt Taylor is at the back. Matt Taylor is just like sitting down comfortably reading his 2000 AD comic. The person speaking to you now is not Matt Taylor. And we don't reveal our names. That's one thing we do not do. Us spirits do not reveal our names to you. Because if we reveal our names to you, you have power over us. And that's something we don't want. Over to Justin. I know your names. You don't know mine. Matt's at the back. He's reading his 2000 AD comic. He's happy with his 2000 AD comic, mate. He loves his 2000 AD comic. The one way to shut Matt Taylor up is to give him a 2000 AD comic. He fucking shuts up. He's just like, you don't hear a word from him. Tony suddenly gone all shy. Here we go to Mandy. Good, don't slag me off behind my back. I'll always slag you off while I'm looking at you in your face. Because there's nothing better. When you slag somebody off, you got to slag someone off in front of their face, for goodness sake. What's the use? What is the bloody use of slagging somebody off behind their back when they can't see you slagging them off? I always say the best way to slag somebody off is to do it right in front of their face. Because you can really see their emotions. They can see that like surprise, like, what the fuck? Are you slagging me off? Yeah. Hey, cool. Love it. Cool. And now, of course, actually, when you slag someone off in front of their face, you actually make a good friendship. It's funny. It's weird that way, isn't it? Over to just Brian, who says, quite a man, very busy. Are we talking about Justin or no? I think we're talking about Ron. I need to sort Ron's PC, apparently. So when he's got time, I'll do it for him. Love it. We have a new person in the chat. Thank you ever so much. And of course, when we got a new person in the chat, it's only right and proper that we celebrate a new person in the chat with a promotional video. So I'd like to, for It Matters, I'd like to dedicate this promotional video just for you.
I love getting my tits out while I watch MattTaylorTV.
Now, if I knew that was going to be the video, I wouldn't have done it. But anyway, hello, It Matters. What do you think of DJI Nano? I don't know what you're on about, but I hope you enjoyed that promotional video. Ooh, a brand new viewer. I know, it's always exciting, isn't it? Where's Tiny gone? We're talking about Tiny Tony, by the way. Tiny Tony. We've got a bit of emoji. Oh, stop it, Mandy. You're just bringing me so much happiness. You're filling my soul with joy. You're filling my soul with joy and happiness. You know how much I love your emojis. I am keeping my eye out on my phone in case my magical imaginary girlfriend rings. Fucking funny. That's what it's all about, isn't it, eh? That's what it's all about, being fucking funny. Having a good fuck while you're having a laugh. Now that's, I was going to say, that's quite difficult. But whenever my magical imaginary girlfriend sees my penis, she always has a laugh. She goes, what, you what? But anyway, I think we should just move on swiftly now, because let's not talk about that kind of stuff. Even though we're adults and all that kind of stuff, let's not talk about each other's weenie, shall we? Not because it's teeny or weenie. Let's just fucking move on. Tony loves his sock accounts. I know he does. Sock cheeky monkey and all that. I'm really getting into my Right Said Fred. I saw this interview between Right Said Fred and Mark Devlin, and the third member of Stock Aitken Waterman. Really good it was. Over to Brian, who says, I was just telling her indoors, I think he's talking about his missus. I was just telling her indoors, stop wearing a nylon sock and a woolly sock. Hey, yeah, it's good though, because yeah, so I've given up matching my socks. I just fucking wear whatever socks are in, whatever socks I can find. Brian, at least she isn't outdoors. It's freezing. She's in bed at the moment. Oh God. There's nowhere better having your missus, and that's in bed. For obvious reasons. But anyway, I've caught up with the chat. I hope everyone is well. We're now entering to the elusive third hour of Matt Taylor TV. This is where I'll get my camera on and I'll show you my boobs. Not really. They're too hairy to show in public. If you saw my boobs, you'll go, fucking hell, that's not right. That's not right. And you may even say it for the third time. That's not right. They're so hairy. And when something's hairy, pretty bloody scary. Thankfully, there's a message. So let's go over to the message. Who do you think it could be? Is it the round window, the triangle window, or the square window? No, it's Brian PC. Matt, she don't care. I buy her nice socks and she grabs whatever's there. It's quite cute, to be fair. Honestly, that actually rhymes. I could make a song out of that with the use of AI. Matt, she don't care. I buy her nice socks and she grabs whatever's there. It's quite cute, to be fair. Actually, you bring me constant pleasure, Mandy. Constant pleasure. Lenny envisaged a conversation between Brian Harvey and Prince Harry yesterday. I'm mixing my decks and she's mixing her socks. Oh, stop it. You just give me a constant hard on. Let's keep it civil. Lenny kind of like brought up the subject of imagining a conversation between Brian Harvey and Prince Harry. And funny enough, I did get AI to imagine a conversation, but I haven't really delved deep, because what I usually do with AI, because AI isn't perfect, you know what I mean? You can't rely on AI to be perfect all the time, every time. But that's something I've got to. I always like to adapt and add to and perfect. So that's something I'm looking forward to doing soon. AI has envisaged a conversation between Brian Harvey and Prince Harry, and it's actually quite good. Okay, I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it. No, I won't. I'll save it. I'll save it. This is fun, isn't it? Eh? This is fun. One more viewer and we'll hit double figures. Oh, imagine that. Imagine I'll be able to write home. I'll be able to write home to my mother. I'll say, "Dear Mummy, I was on YouTube last night and something amazing happened. We hit double figures. It hasn't happened before, but I'm so happy it has. Oh, I can now write home and I can say, "Dear Mummy, I've hit double figures on YouTube and it feels amazing." Yes. Back in the old days, 3 years ago, I was hitting 46 on YouTube. 46 on YouTube. That was the record. And before then, on Facebook, guess how many I was hitting on Facebook? It'll blow you away. 650,000. No, I was lying. 60. I was hitting 60. When I first started out doing this live stream, and I went live streaming on Facebook, I was hitting 60 on average. Then the best I've achieved on YouTube was about 46. And now I'm just fucking chuffed. I hit double figures on 10. If you know what I mean? Double figures. Woo! Yes. It's amazing. I was just saying about Harry's lawyer, the royal lawyer, a month ago. And so he knocked out a vid about it. It's strange how that happens, isn't it? Hey, there's nothing I love better than a laughing emojis from Mandy. I know. I mean, poor Brian Harvey. Let's just take a moment and have a little chat about Brian Harvey. Brian Harvey has been, in my opinion, a bloody wonderful addition to YouTube. I think he's been absolutely spot on. I think what he does is second to none. I don't think anyone has as good a setup as him. And I really do think, and I really do feel, Brian Harvey is the asset to our crazy corner of YouTube. You know what I mean? in this chat, remember? Oh, maybe. I don't remember. I'm not. My mind is full of demons at the moment. So glad it's just the 144 oversold. Right. If anyone knows what Mandy Marlin's on about, write it down on a postcard and send it to the Hoax Police, BO Box Bollocks. Did you hear that, Danny Jones? If you're watching, you're a bunch of fucking bollocks, mate. And of course, that isn't Matt Taylor speaking. That's the demons. Okay? That's the demons. Yes, he has talent for sure. I think he's brilliant. I love, and of course we know he's brilliant because he's been part of a legendary boy band who like shaped the 90s. You know, he's a cultural phenomenon, and I'm sure I pronounced that word wrong. But anyway, I'm having to speak through Matthew's vocal cords. Okay, and as we all know, Matthew Taylor is a bit of a simpleton. Don't tell him I said this, but Matthew Taylor reminds me a lot of Den Tarragon. I know. He wouldn't like me saying that, but that's how I feel. I'm not going to tell you who I am, by the way. Over to Justin. Unfortunately, Matt got sabotaged by spiteful haters. Oh, did you see Chris Eubank when he was face-to-face with Nigel Den? Nigel Ben. Ugh. Fucking Den, I got Den on my mind, mate. Not on my mind, Matt's mind. Anyway, unfortunately, Matt got sabotaged by spiteful haters. But Matt has refused to let them destroy him. Keep going, Matt. You're an inspiration for us all. Oh, really? Really? Are you willing to kiss my bottom if I bend over and spread my butt cheeks? I've actually had that happen. I've actually, I went somewhere, right? Way back in the day. Nothing recent. Way back in the day. Like, you know, ancient history and all that kind of stuff. And I went somewhere and I got on the bed and I spread my butt cheeks. And, well, anyway, hey, it felt amazing. Let's move on. Musically brilliant as well. I know I think Brian Harvey's second to none, and that was the only reason I bothered with E17 because of Brian Harvey's voice. Brilliant. I'm with you, Brian. Credit where credit's due. Hey, always brings a smile, and that's a genuine smile, mate. That's a genuine smile. Who's looking forward to the fight tomorrow? I am. Glad I caught you live, mate. Yes, I'm glad you're here as well, mate. Glad I'm here you well. Yes. And I mean, it's like the old crew, isn't it? It's like the old crew. I mean, we're missing people. Obviously, Lenny. Stop it, Mandy. Stop it. Ring the ambulance. Mandy's going into cardiac arrest. You know, it's a shame Lenny's fallen asleep, but he works hard. Okay? You are funny, man. That's what they said about Freddie Starr, but he turned out to be a paedophile predator. Anyway, yeah, thank you. But yeah, that's what I said about Freddie Starr. And look what's come out about fucking Freddie Starr. Shocking. I think, yeah. So, I mean, when someone calls you funny, it's like the same as saying, oh, congratulations, you've been knighted by the king. You know, it's like a fucking. Let's just move on. I'm ready to crack open. I've got this golden ale. Let some more demons in. What I need to do first is something actually quite personal to me. And even though I feel as if we're family, there's just some things I want to keep to myself, and I don't feel comfortable enough divulging it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a very quick promotional video while I just go and take care of some business, so to say. Okay? I just like to say, I'm just going to take. I just want to take care of some business. I'll be back momentarily. as I was saying, people really hate me. It's the effect I have. It's the effect I have on people. I don't mind. You know, I really don't mind. I was ultimately in the same intensity as people hate me, people also love me. And so that makes it all right. That balances it out. You know what I mean? You know, I've got the love of a wonderful, magical, imaginary girlfriend. And her love balances out all the hate I have in my life. And of course, I've got two lovely children who I love dearly and who love me dearly. But most importantly, the love of my life is life itself. That's what I get real goosebumps about. You know what I mean? That's what I really fills me with like inner joy and happiness is life. I just think life is such a blessing. And I'm getting a bit emotional now talking about it. Because life is so fucking amazing. I just love it. I just love everything about life. It's just like, it's special. It's really special. And I just love life. And I'm so grateful when I wake up in the morning, breathing and knowing that I've got another day of life ahead of me. And it's just like, yes, yes. I'm fucking so happy. I can do another day of life. And I don't take anything for granted. And it's just love. I mean, and today I was out and about, walking along Brighton seafront, just taking it all in. I love life and life loves me. Yeah, I don't know, you know, anyway. Let's raise a glass. Let's let the demons in. The more I drink, the more demons come in. And the more Matt Taylor's shoved right out the back. But he's happy. He's happy. He's got his 2000 AD comic. He don't give a flying fuck, mate. You know, I've been reading about my old ancient British history. The beer was made different back then. The beer was full of kind of like natural ingredients that really fucking fired up the senses, mate. Because a lot of the time, before battle, they used to go around giving all the soldiers this kind of like special brew. And this special brew kind of like fired them up, mate. None of the shit, the hops and barley we've got now. No, none of that shit. There's some real mix of natural ingredients that really kind of like excited the senses. And like letting the warrior demons. Oh, I think I got a message. It could. Oh yeah, hang on, everyone. It's my magical imaginary girlfriend. Okay, let's. Oh no, it's Lee. Yeah. I was really hoping it was my magical imaginary girlfriend there. Okay, hang on. Fucking boring, to be fair. All excited then. But anyway, yeah. If you think we've got good beer now, no, mate. Ancient British history, ancient Britain, they had some fucking wicked brew. Wicked. Oh, Overs and Mandy says, I was listening to the real story of Alice in Wonderland. Oh, fascinating. You should tell us about it, mate. You should tell us about what's the real story of Alice in Wonderland. Interesting. I was watching this interesting thing about the reason why God doesn't talk to us anymore. Apparently it's out of mercy because, you know, in the divine, us mere mortals may well just go up in a puff of smoke if God starts coming down and chatting to us. But anyway, yeah, I might be interested in hear that more. But how would we hear more from Mandy about the real story of Alice in Wonderland? I mean, I personally don't. I think the possibility is zero of Mandy coming in and telling us the true story of Alice in Wonderland, quite frankly. A bit dark, really. I will try to find it again. You know, yeah, good. So she may well give us a link so we can all look at ourselves. I don't want to come across too pervy, but I am. Mandy is a beautiful woman. Okay, we've been graced with Mandy. We all know what Mandy. She's a lovely lady. So if ever Mandy did come on to Matt Taylor TV, we'll be in for a treat. Okay. Yes. No. Come on now. Come on. No. We don't do that. Okay. We don't encourage anyone to do anything. It's only what you feel comfortable with. Okay. You have to understand something about Matt Taylor TV. It's dangerous. It's dangerous as fuck. I meant to say fuck, but I purposely said fuck. Anyone who comes onto Matt Taylor TV will get persecuted. Okay? So please, let's not do that. Let's not encourage anyone to come on if they don't feel comfortable coming on. And it's always a warning coming onto Matt Taylor TV. It will have a detrimental effect on your well-being. Okay? It will have a detrimental effect. Inform us all. Maybe one day, yes. Or a link will do. Or, do you know what I recommend? Just going into YouTube. I'll do it now. You know, the true story of Alice in Wonderland. That's all you need to do. There you go. Oh, yeah. I mean, it may be kind of like, yeah, there you go. All you have to do, the true story of Alice in Wonderland, just put it in. Lewis Carroll. Tony has put on a new pair of socks. Oh, right. So here we have Justin. Alleging that this It Matters is Tony. Better now the mouse can leave me alone. I know. He went for you, didn't he? He or she. Gosh, he went for you, mate. And you asked nicely to be left alone, but hey, she wouldn't have it. She would not have it, would she? And that's exactly what I mean by I say it's dangerous to come onto Matt Taylor TV, because once you do, you are a target. And I really feel for you, Mandy, there, because you took a lot of shit for defending me, and that was uncalled for. And in fact, anyone who in any way, shape or form comes out in my defense or even says anything positive about me gets fucking slated. And I'm being serious now. It ain't right. It's a nasty thing. Oh, really? Anyone doesn't know who Mouse is? Mind you, let me just look at my analytics, okay? So it has some quite interesting viewing. In fact, I'm more than happy to share it with you, actually. Oh, Andrew Bennett says, you have fantastic imagination, respect to you. Oh, thank you, Andrew Bennett. Andrew Bennett is a lovely bloke, by the way, actually. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my analytics, okay? See what you think. In one ear and out the other, Matt. There we go. Define Brian PC. But Brian PC's had it. Brian PC's been persecuted for being a fan of Matt Taylor TV. He may wash it off, but Brian PC has come through a lot of slack. In fact, everyone has. And I feel terrible as the host that you lot, the audience, have come into slack for daring to publicly admit that you watch Matt Taylor TV. That ain't right, mate. That ain't right. That ain't right. Here we go. I'm going to show you my analytics, right? I don't know if you can see this. It all goes a bit, here we go. No. Before presenting, remove Media. Oh no. So okay. So that YouTube isn't going to let me. Oh, remove other media. Oh right. Okay. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Not really. Okay, that's good. Show. Not really. Well, you did warm us up. That's funny. So yeah, so here we go. That's that. But what I like is this stuff. Shorts are good. What I like is the audience. Look at this. This is what I like. I've got 3.4 13 to 17-year-olds watching, which I'm not particularly happy about, really. I don't particularly want 3%, 3.4% of 13 to 17-year-olds. I've got 10% 18 to 24-year-olds watching. And most of 37% is 25 to 34. So I've got a whole range of ages watching me from 13 to 65 plus. I've got 61% males compared to 38. I've got 42 subscribed compared to 57 not subscribed. Most people watch me on their mobile phones. And most people watch me from the UK. But I've got 2% watch me in Indonesia, 3.5 in Germany, and 4.4 in the Philippines. 13% from America. Quite frankly, I love it. Love it. Right, yes. Just naive to get in. Yes. Sharon Maria Howarth. That name is going to become up a lot more. Just say, I can't say too much now, but that name's going to come up a lot more. No, I meant you did caution us watching. Yes, I did. Yeah. 18. I'm a bit concerned because I always make this an over 18, but then we got 3% bloody 13 to 17 watching. Not particularly happy. So if you are a child under 18, bloody turn off now. This is adult content and it's not for you. No. Turn off. Go and watch something else instead. It will affect your mental health. Yes. I just thought you was joking. Let's raise a glass. Let's let the demons in. I love it. Anyway, from the bottom of my heart and the heart of Matt Taylor, thank you for tuning in today. It's been a marathon 3 hour. And talk about marathons. We had this BBC presenter, this radio presenter, running 5 marathons over 5 days for children in need. So a round of applause for whoever she was. Sarah someone. Sarah. I don't know her name. But it's an achievement. That's for sure. I do like to see Mandy laughing. So listen, ultimately, Tony wasn't brave enough to ring in. But he didn't deny that he split up with Emily. It's a shame. But there's plenty more fish in the sea, okay? As I keep telling Lenny, most probably falling asleep. Fucking hell, Lenny. But he does work hard. Sign yourself up to plenty of fish in the sea, and you'll find love in no time. Listen, it'll work for me. It'll work for you, okay? Let's raise our glass to love. There's nothing better in love, in life even, than love. Talking about love, my magical imaginary girlfriend hasn't contacted me yet, and it's nearly 10:30. I hope everything's okay with her. She most probably be busy. God, I hope everything's okay. Justin says, hopefully Tony will find a nice Christian lady. Because obviously Emily T wasn't Christian. Or wasn't nice. Or wasn't a lady. One of those three. I know I'm skating on thin ice, okay, but it's only meant for a joke, okay. Remember, we've got the cold spell coming in next week. Let's raise our glass to the cold spell. There's nothing I love better than a nice golden ale. Well, yeah, when I was telling you about the ancient British beer, that's some really good stuff. Really good stuff. Pray for him. Is it pray as in prey, wolf, or prey? Should be an A, but I don't fucking know. I'm not going to ban. I'm not going to like nitpick whether it's an E or an A. Yeah. Oh well, you're further up, aren't you? You are. Yeah, you're further up. I was hoping to get out and about in the rain today and show you the flooded water feature at the end of Wild Park, but didn't make it. Didn't make it. So wrap up, folk. Wrap up, warm folks. It's coming. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I topped up all my meters today in anticipation. I've added an extra. You know what I mean? So I've topped up all my meters, added a bit of extra because I know it's going to be chilly, and there's nothing I love better than when I'm chilly and have my willy nice and warm. Got to have a nice warm willy. You've got to get those testicles to hang loose, because if your willies are kind of like... Anyway, let's just move on over to Mandy. Emily doesn't sound like she has a car. I could be wrong. Has Emily got a car? Who knows? Eh? Yes, who knows? But, like I said, the rumour going around the grapevine, like a monkey swinging from vine to vine, is that blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah are no longer an item. Which is a shame. I mean, don't tell anyone, okay? Don't tell anyone this, for goodness sake. I'm not... Matt Taylor isn't talking. Matt Taylor's demons are talking. Right, so this isn't Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor's way back there reading his 2000 AD comic. This is Matt Taylor's demons talking. But, I mean, don't tell anyone. If it just so happens that Matt Taylor was ever dumped by his magical imaginary girlfriend, it'd be a very happy man indeed. Because there's always plenty of fish. Get yourself on plenty of fish and fucking have some fun. Because I don't mean to be rude, but there's plenty of women. Let's just move on, shall we? Now, don't tell anyone I told you that. Right? Right? There's nothing wrong with being single. It's just an excuse to go out and mingle. There's nothing wrong in being mingled. It's just an excuse to go out and mingle. And you know what it's like to mingle. It's fun. Variety is the spice of life. Or so I've heard. Over to Brian, who says, yes, but not too warm, Matt. You may start sweating and dripping off sweat. And that's a quicker way to get a chill. Good advice. Thank you, Brian. If you know, you know. Stay dry and warm. Luckily, we're coming up to the last 20 minutes. I have taken far too much up of your time, but I would like to say thank you ever so much for joining me tonight. It's been Friday the 14th of November, 2025. But really, what is 2025? What does 2025 really mean? 2025 years after some bloke called Jesus died or was born? I don't fucking know. But anyway, what matters is the here and now. And ultimately, you are here right now. So am I. We're all together. And so, do you know what I loved best about going to Mass? Was that moment when he had that now moment when you all turned to each other and shook each other's hands. And that's what I like. So maybe if you could take a moment just to say hi to everyone. Everyone at this moment in time, this here and now, here in this moment of time and space. Say hi. Introduce each other to yourselves. My name is Matt. Not really. You know what I mean? Over to Brian. Thermal wellies. Oh, they help. I am looking to the future. You got to do it, mate. You got to do it. It's no use looking at the past. The present is now. The only thing you can do is look forward to the future. It's the thing to do, for goodness sake. Oh, lovely. Well, listen. You know what's happening tomorrow? Hey? Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Sr. will be watching their boys slug it out. And when I say slug it out, I mean punch the fuck out of each other viciously for about 36 minutes. It's going to be epic. I'm watching it with my son. And it's going to be cool. Oh, hello. Before I say hello to Danny Jones, a little let's read from Brian PC. I'm getting in the spirit of Christmas. I've got my Don't Be a Grinch t-shirt on. Love it. Hello, Danny. Danny, you've caught me in a good time. Matt Taylor is way back on the sofa reading 2000 AD comic, so he ain't got nothing bad to say about you. But I tell you, if he was at the forefront, he'll be fucking slagging you off by now, that's for sure. You police informant little cunt. But luckily, Matt ain't here, so thank you for my video. A pleasure as always. You fucking little cunt. That's Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor. Look, let me just have a word with Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor, shut the fuck up and read your 2000 AD comic and stop calling Danny Jones. He's just told me to call you a police informant fucking cunt. That's not nice, is it? That is not nice. Got most of the gifts already ordered already. Lucky you. Lucky you. Your AI is top, pal. I like to call it AI slop. And don't you fucking dare say it's AI fakery, okay? Matt, let me just have a word with Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor, shut the fuck up. Hope you're good, PC. Yes. Good. Love it. Thank you ever so much. We're coming up to the last 15 minutes, everyone. We're coming up to the last 15 minutes. Always told you had talent in the media. Yes, thank you, Danny. Yes. And I've always told you you're a nasty little police informant. Yes, you as well, Mandy. Good. Be well, folks. Look, we're not going just yet. Don't blame Matt, Danny, Jenny did it. Yes. Listen, I didn't steal Jenny's eggs. You fucking cunt. Fucking hate this. Let's raise a glass. Thanks ever so much, everyone. We haven't gone yet. We still got fucking 15 minutes to get through yet, mate. How the fuck are we going to take that happen? Oh. Lovely it is, but apparently ancient British beer was a lot better. Was a lot better, mate. Hello, Danny. What does that mean? GTSY. What does that mean? GTSY meaning. GTSY. I'm glad to see you. Oh, right. Yeah, of course. That makes sense, doesn't it? That makes sense. It all went a bit dark there, did it? Did it all go a bit dark there? So, hi, Danny. Great to see you. Yes, it's always great to see Danny Jones. You can't break the human spirit. Comedy gold, pure talent. Thank you. Does Lyndon still dress up in ladies' clothes? We're having such a laugh. It's great that Matt Taylor ain't here, isn't it? Some, you know. Anyway, there's something brilliant about people and positive people as well. Stay in the light. Good advice, Brian. Good advice, buddy. Good advice. There's something all about being good. I know there's a lot of people who don't think there's such thing as good and evil. But anyway, times like that, it's always good to burp. Let the air out. Yes. But anyway, it's been a night. And it ain't over yet. But what I do know is that we've had a good time tonight, okay? We've had a good time. Of course we have. Because we know each other. It's a bit of a stretch to say we're family. But what we can say is we're friends, okay? We're friends. We are friends, whether you like it or not. We know each other. We've been doing this for a couple of years now, okay? It's cool. It really is cool, right? So fucking get the old chip off your shoulder, right? It don't matter. We are friends, whether you like it or not. We've known each other for years and years and years. And we know what we're all about, okay? So let's just fucking embrace it and go, yeah, fucking hell, we're friends. And so let's just like give us all a hug. And in that church setting, let's look around and say hi to each other, for goodness sake, and give each other a hug, okay? Not a tug. That's a bit personal. Don't start tugging your neighbour. Hug your neighbour, okay? Good. Oh, thanks, Mandy. Thanks ever so much for coming in. Fucking Lenny's fallen asleep. Has anyone noticed Matt Taylor always shows his face on camera? Have you noticed? I haven't shown you my... Honestly, it actually does. I really enjoy this. Give me a sec. It's lovely. I do love tickling my nipples. Honestly, I recommend it. Has anyone noticed Matt Taylor always shows his face on camera? Just saying. Doesn't look like someone who hides. No, I don't fucking hide. Especially. Anyway, let's move on. Don't try to lie. Don't try to lie above it. Okay, thank you, Mandy. Yes, hug a tree, warm it up this winter. Yes, let's all take a moment to hug a tree, because trees gets cold, and there's nothing a tree loves better than a good hug. Guess what happened, right? In the front room, totally still, no air coming in anywhere. And I've got a mango plant, okay? I've got a mango plant with about 6 leaves and a chili plant, and they were only fucking dancing with each other. I kid you not. My son saw it. We're in the front room. No, actually, my son didn't see it. I was telling my son about it. I had a chili plant. I've got a chili plant and a mango plant on my windowsill, right? No breeze, nothing, still. The fucking chili plant was going like this, and the fucking mango plant was going like that. They were having a fucking right dance, they were. Fucking blew my mind. I tell you, I got a chili and a mango plant talking to each other. They dance with each other. Honestly, it's fucking amazing. It blows my mind, quite frankly. For fuck's sake. Yes, now that's funny. Yes, what? Yeah, good. We're all getting older. Quite right. We're all going to be dead soon. Something to look forward to. Hug a lamppost as well, says Brian. Look, don't just think of the trees. Hug a lamppost as well. Try explain the joke for the simps. Mind blown. I know. I've got these plants talking to each other. They're not so much talking, but they're dancing. They're dancing with each other. It's amazing. I was sitting down there, right? Funny enough, reading my 2000 AD comic. I was actually reading my 2000 AD comic. And I caught my fucking side of the eye. I said, What? Why the fuck are these plants moving? They're like, fucking the mango was going up and down, and the fucking chili was like, blah, 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 blah. It was like, well, where's the breeze? There was no breeze. Honestly, it's fucking crazy, mate. Raise my glass to crazy. That's what I say. Last 10 minutes, everyone. Thank you ever so much. Say hi to each other. Pretend you're in a church, you know? Do you know when you turn, you say, may God be with you. May God be with you. Yeah, it's good to say hi to each other. Say goodbye. We've got 10 minutes. I'll have a bit of golden ale. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Over to Mandy. Laugh out loud. I love you way you read my comments. I love the way you read my comments. I can read, by the way. Yes. Thanks ever so much, Mandy. And I love reading your comments. Of course I do. You're a fucking great member of the audience. Crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy. It's crazy. And now that's Matt speak. That's Matt speak. Be sure to subscribe to www.youtube.com/Matt Taylor TV Extra. Be sure to subscribe to Matt Taylor TV Extra. Over to Brian. My daughter used to play The Sims. Do apologise. You know, when they talk rubbish to each other. I wish I knew what they were saying to this day. Crazy, you know. Crazy. You make me sound so special. You are special, Mandy. Not only are you special, if I may say, in front of everybody else, you're bloody amazing too. Bloody amazing, mate. Love you, Mandy. Honestly, sincerely, Mandy, you are brilliant, mate. You are brilliant, and we all think so. Okay. Get it. I do it to myself. We all love doing it to ourselves. You know, but it's always better to get somebody else to do it for you. That's what I say. Last 8 minutes. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Okay. It's only 8 minutes. And no doubt I'll play a promotional video, and that will last about 3 minutes at the very least, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a video to play out the show. What will it be? What will it be? What will it be? What will it be? I've got so much to choose from. So much to choose. Shall we do something in dedication to Danny Jones? Shall we? Shall we do something in dedication to Danny Jones? Have I got a Danny Jones song? What's that about?
Matthew Taylor, the police are watching you currently in Hughes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good. We've got a Danny Jones song to play us out. It's going to be cool. It's happening, and it's going to happen soon. I think spastic, but I could be wrong. What's the political correct word for retarded? Spastic, but I could be wrong. It was the first word that sprung to mind, for goodness sake. Maybe a brilliant promotional video, yes. I've got a promotional video dedicated to Danny Jones. Mandy Marlin is a very sexy lady. You said that, not me. Just ask the mouse. It kept playing your video for years. Yes, that's why she kept playing your video. You're a bloody sexy lady. Not me. Matt, have you thought about crimpo videos? Yes, I have actually. I've done a particularly. Let me just quickly play you my. Let me just quickly play you my Christmas video. Let's get it up for you. It's it isn't there, of course. So let me just go. Let me just get you my Christmas video. I love it actually. Here we go. Let me just check. Okay. I may have to put this on adults, but here's the Christmas video. Shit. Somebody save me.
I love to get naked for MattTaylorTV. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what happened there. I do not know what happened there. Where's my song? Yeah, I haven't done a song for you here, have I, eh? We haven't done a song for Mandy Marlins. We need to have a song for Mandy Marlins. But I'm just concerned that it's gonna, in the lyrics, it's gonna include your fantastic boobs. Oh God, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. It's not me saying this, it's the demons. Okay? It's the fucking demons. Look, fucking hell, why does it all come out in the last 5 minutes? It's like Matt's a pervert. Yeah. It all comes out in the last 5 minutes, that's for sure. Bloody hell. Get jolly with a holly. Pervy Santa. Fucking hell. I actually post my more risque videos on Patreon and locals. So, and on my Satanic Views Twitter. So on my Satanic Views Twitter, my Patreon and my locals, that's where I post all this really saucy shit, mate. Hey, it's all a bit of titillation. Listen, I don't watch porn, okay? And I need to get my titillation from somewhere, okay? Was that Monday on the Goodbye, it matters. Thank you ever so much for joining me. We come at the last 3 minutes, everyone. And we're going to play out with a video dedicated to the police informer, Lyndon Warden. By Tony Squeeze. It looks like just a coincidence. I wasn't modelling my Mrs. Claus on Mandy Marlins. Christmas wrapping paper. Oh, and that's apparently there's some just Christmas bags. And that's all I'm going to get for Christmas. You can get some Christmas bags, which I've seen them on TikTok. You just dump your presents in, just squeeze the old string, and that's it. Bob's your uncle. Can't wait. Anyway, yeah, I can't pronounce that. We all have boobs. Yes, I tell you, I've got some lovely hairy boobs. I've got to stop doing that. It actually brings me so much pleasure. I've got to stop twiggling my nipples. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming up to 3 hours. I cannot thank you enough for joining me tonight. Thank you, Justin. Do you really believe Matt excuses? Thank you, Mandy. You've been wonderful as always. Thank you, Brian. We have a Dazza. Well, we finally have. I struggle to believe you don't watch porn, Matt. I make my own porn, thank you very much. And I live it. Christmas bags. Good to see you, Tony. Brian, she puts bags in bags. I don't need bags. She's got drawers with bags as well. It's all coming in. We're going to finish off with a promotional video dedicated to the police informant, Little Toe Rag, Lyndon Warden. Easy life. Over to Tony. Have heard you on about me. Oh, yeah. Okay, Tony. Okay, mate. It's time to go. We got under 50 seconds. Tony, you are too clever for us, buddy. Thank you ever so much, Mandy. Mandy, these shows are nothing without you. Thanks ever so much. Pass on my love to your wonderful bloke, Chris. Thanks ever so much. Oh, that's good. We've got confirmation. I knew it was a nasty rumor. Thanks for confirming, Tony, that you and Emily are still very much in love. I didn't believe it at all, mate. I did not believe it at all. Bye-bye. Last 10 minutes. Do you know that King Arthur bloke? He was a real historical figure. Don't believe a word that Mongo Taffy has to say. Until the next time, everyone, remember, Emily and Tony are still very much a loving couple. She's got a cupboard with old stuff in it. Time I got to dusting it in the loft. Will do. Stay safe, everyone. Goodbye. Farewell. Over to you know who.
Taylor, the police are watching you currently accuse and stalk another victim. You're breaking your court order, Matthew.